Today we are working on shoulders, chest, and back. So today we're going to be on our knees for a little bit. We're also going to be on our belly for a little bit. So if you have some issues with knees, feel free to grab yourself some extra cushioning. Or if you don't like being on your belly, for those exercises, you can always stand up against a wall and modify those as needed for your own personal body enjoyment. And then we're going to start sitting here. I'm sitting on a yoga block because I like to elevate my hips up a little bit. It takes the pressure off my knees. So if you feel like you want to sit on a cushion as well, you can grab something, grab a yoga block, or feel free to sit directly onto the floor. As always, make sure that you are always paying attention to your own body. You don't want to force yourself into stretches that aren't working out for you. Everyone's body is different, especially this morning you might have woken up with a crankier body, or maybe your body feels really, really good and you want to push it, then that's when you push your body, but don't ever push your body when it's not feeling it. This workout's for you. I'm not here to be like, hey, why are you just in your child's pose? Hang out in your child's pose, have a good time, and then join us again when you're ready. And don't struggle through the reps, just do as many as you can with good alignment. Like I said, we're working on shoulders, chest, and back today. And let's get started. So find your comfortable seated position. And make sure you're sitting up tall. Relax your arms wherever you like. And take your 2 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then start to gently glide your head right and left, bringing your chin to your shoulder. And imagining there's like a table. So you don't want to dip your chin down or lift your chin off the table, just glide it right and left. And then stopping here, we're going to bring our chin forward. And then bring it back, giving yourself a million chins. So 1 chin, reach. Exhale, a million chins. Still sitting up tall. Watch those shoulders, make sure they're not doing anything. Maybe your fingers are going, try to relax them. 2 more. Last one, we're going to stay with this double chin action. And then lift your chin up. And then drop your chin into your chest. Still sitting up tall. Breathing normal. Shoulders relaxed. And then finally, float your head back to center. And we're going to rock the head, ear to shoulder, allowing your head to fall heavy for a moment. Ooh, a little bit of a crunchiness sound. Totally normal. Just breathe. And then finally, float your head back to center and take a deep breath. All right, right arm comes down, flex your right palm, spread the fingers wide, lift the shoulder up, and then press the palm down. And just breathe. And then try to glide that shoulder front and back. Take it slowly. Notice if anything else starts to move, try to relax. Keep spreading the fingers wide, flexing the fingers toward your face. Whew. And then draw a circle all the way back, pressing down with your palm, breathing. Noticing if your elbow likes to bend, try to keep it active, but not locked. Reverse your circle. And then stopping here, reach that arm out and open and close that fist as fast as you can. And then circle your wrist all the way around. Breathe. Notice if you're slouching, try to sit up tall again. Reverse your circle. And then stopping here, flip the palm up, fingers together. Inhale, reach the arm up by the ear. Exhale, float the arm down. And the deep breath, imagine you have a string, reaching your head up to the ceiling, staying tall. And then we'll try our other hand. Flex the palm, spread the fingers, lift the shoulder, press it down. And breathe. And just feel what this feels like. You might feel some weird crunchies, pops, cracks, sounds that your shoulder likes to sing to you. Just enjoy their song. Start to glide your shoulder forward and back. Ooh, still flexing your palm. Breathe in, not moving anything else. And then drawing that giant circle. Ooh, this one's cranky. Just breathe through it. Pushing down with your palm, growing taller. Reverse your circle. And then stopping here, float that arm out and open and close that fist as fast as you can. Don't move anything else, still sitting up tall. And then circle your wrist all the way around. I almost said ankle. Your arm ankle. Reverse your circle. And then stopping here with that palm up, fingertips together. Inhale, float the arm up by the ear. Exhale, float it down. And then bring both arms out to the side. Uncross your legs if they're crossed and recross the other one on top. Remain sitting up tall. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Steer your elbows all the way around. Try not to move the rest of your body. And also breathe. I love how this looks like I have a cat for a hat. Reverse your circles. Still breathe in, growing taller with every inhale, keeping the length with your exhale, maybe engaging your abs on your exhale. Bring your elbows out, bring them in and out. Notice if they're going up or down, try to keep them directly to your side. Maybe reaching back a little bit, squeezing your shoulder blades back there. Excellent work. Shoulders are getting very warm. Bring one up, one down. Don't move anything else. Notice if your ribcage is like, make sure your ribcage feels wrapped. Someone said once, your ribcage is a bird cage, and there's the bird in there. You don't want the bird to come out. Keep him safe. And stopping here, we're going to draw a U shape with our elbows. So going all the way forward as your head as you can, and then all the way back as far as you can. Again, squeezing your back muscles together. Just breathe in. Noticing if one's going higher than the other, trying to balance them. Let's try a rainbow shape now. Up and over, keeping those elbows again close to the sides of your head to get the maximum awesomeness of this one. Whew. Let's do two more. Excellent, and then float your arms down. Let's take a rest. Deep breath. All right, still sitting up tall. We're gonna glide the rib cage front and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. All right, now we're gonna glide it right and left. If you need to use your hands to glide it, you can do that. I always need to touch the body. Sometimes it's like, what do you want me to do? If you tap on it, sometimes it responds. Lifting up out of your waist. All right, we're gonna draw some circles now. So taking it slowly front, right, back, left, and just breathe. Inhale as you reach forward, exhale as you concave. Two more this direction. Relax your arms. Try not to use them to pull your chest around. Last circle this way. Reverse your circle. Like you're trying to stir like the sides of a bowl with your rib cage. Nice and smooth. keeping contact the whole way around. Whew, last one. Excellent. And then stopping in the center, relax, take a deep breath. All right, we're gonna get off of this seated position. So if you're in your block, take the block away, cushion away. We don't need it for the rest of the class. We're going to our hands and knees now. So find your arms directly underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips, and make sure your feet are parallel behind you. And then we're just gonna relax everything. So take a deep breath in. On your exhale, relax. Just sink down into yourself. And then take another deep breath in. On your exhale, find a neutral spine, push down. Find your nice, strong position. Engaging your abs, engaging your hips to press the knees down, keeping the shin bones down, pressing your palms down. Take another deep breath here. Stay strong. And then another deep breath in. Exhale, relax everything again. Bad posture. Maybe it feels like you're doing a cow pose. Just let it all go. Deep breath in again. Exhale, stay strong. Come back to your neutral. So it's not a cat pose here. Your neutral spine, belly button to spine a little bit. Engage your hips, press your knees down, palms down, fingers spread wide. And then keep this position and start to draw tiny circles around your wrists. So we're transferring weight from fingers to palms and all the way back around. If you have hyperextension in your elbows, take care that you keep your elbows soft and not locked. And feel your bicep muscles engaging. And also your chest here pushing down into the floor. Reverse these circles. Still engaging your abs. Maybe on your exhale, you pull your belly button a little bit deeper toward your spine. Excellent, and then stop here in the center, tuck your toes under. We're gonna hover the knees off the floor. Take 2 deep breaths. Take another deep breath in. Use your exhale to send your hips up into the sky, downward dog. When you get there, start to lift and lower your heels, right and left, shifting your hips side to side. Keep your arms glued beside your ears, pushing the floor away with your arms active, stretching the hips up to the sky. Keep breathing. And then stopping here to lift and lower both heels at the same time. And really try to stretch the arch up as high as possible, pressing down with the balls of the feet to lift the heels. Notice if your knees like to bend a little bit, you can keep them soft, but try not to be like this. All right, then find a stillness in your downward dog. Push the floor away to stretch your hips up. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath in. Use your exhale to set your knees to the floor. Rest the tops of the toes into the floor and bring the toes together. Sink your hips onto your heels. Stretch your arms out in front. Relax in a child's pose for 2 deep breaths. All right, keep your hips onto your heels as much as you can. Chin stays into your chest and roll up through your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. So arms just slide, chin stays in the chest. You come all the way up. Head comes up last, coming all the way up onto the knees. Make sure your knees are directly underneath your hips and that you have parallel feet behind you, tops of the toes resting onto them. Actually, let's tuck them under. Get that nice stretch. We don't want to cramp in our foot later in class. So then let's take a deep breath in. On your exhale, pull your belly button deep toward your spine and squeeze your low butt as you clasp your fists together and circle your wrists all the way around. And just breathe, holding this position. Reverse your circles. Every exhale engages your abs a little bit more, pulling your belly button even deeper toward your spine. And then stopping here, release, shake it out. Allow the tops of the toes to rest onto the floor again, and then place your arms back underneath your shoulders and find that strong tabletop position once again. All right, keep your arms strong, pushing down. We'll do our cat and cow. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, belly down, tailbone up, chest out, chin up, look up. Inhale again. This time, exhale, belly button to spine, round here, chin into chest, push down to go up, cat pose. Inhale yourself back into your cow pose. And then slowly exhale yourself back into that cat pose. And then take it really, really slowly and try to feel these shapes you're making with your body. So it's a U shape, but you don't want to like splay out everything like we did our relaxed thing. You want to kind of keep your muscles strong and feel the stretch of your back. And then the same thing here, you've got now you're tightening this part of your body to stretch this part of your body. Let's do 2 more. Maybe you feel your shoulder blades pulling back, getting your chest to stretch without flaring your ribcage out. 1 more, biggest breath ever in the world. Once all of the air is gone, return back to your neutral spine. Bring your toes together, sink your hips onto your heels, and relax in your child's pose for 2 deep breaths. All right, let's keep our hips under our heels again. Let's roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take your time. Feel yourself stacking up until your head comes up last. And now we're gonna make sure our knees are directly underneath our hips. Keep your toes together. We're gonna do 1 little camel pose. We're gonna be bending backwards. Try not to just use this low back here. Low back likes to bend. It's like, hey, look at me. Remember, you can get lots more stretch if you squeeze low butt, getting your hips active. You should really feel it here. And also imagine that you have a string in your rib cage. And I'm in the ceiling with that string and I'm going like this. So you don't want to be like, ugh. You want to be like, ugh. All right, so hands are to low back just to guide our hips forward. We'll do it with our breath. So all together, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze low butt. Pull your belly button deep toward your spine and press your hips forward as far as they'll go. Empty out all of the air. And then inhale, stretch your chest to the sky. That string is there, lifting up your chest. And then finally, bring your head back, chin up, look behind you, and take 2 deep breaths. Inhale, lengthen chest to the sky. Exhale, squeeze your butt, pressing hips forward. When you're all done, come back up slowly with an inhale, pulling your belly button deep toward your spine, rolling up sequentially 1 vertebrae at a time. Take it slow. If you feel stars, anything like that, take your 2 deep breaths, relax. Sometimes back bends make people feel a little bit dizzy, nauseous. So if that has happened, know that it's normal. Just take a moment. And then we're going to sink back into our child's pose. So hips onto the heels if you can. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, belly button to spine. And then keep that and slowly lower yourself down to your child's pose. And rest for 2 deep breaths. And try to fill your low back up full of air. Aim for that to stretch. With your inhale and then exhale, maybe you can find a little bit more belly button to spine, roundness. Use an exhale to push you to your hands and knees. All right, let's go to our puppy dog pose. So arms are underneath shoulders. We're gonna walk our feet and knees close together. All right, we need to make a U shape with our body, but remember, we're not just gonna drop everything down. We're gonna keep it strong and arch. So take your deep breath in. Exhale, belly down, tailbone up, chest out, chin up, look up. You have this U shape. It looks awesome. It feels great. And like our cow pose, keep your torso exactly where it is, tailbone lifted. Start to walk your arms out in front of you 1 at a time. Take it slowly. Keep looking up to the ceiling. So your hips are right over your knees here. You don't want to be like forward like this, or even back like this in a child's pose. You're just like this, and maybe you can get your chest to lower down to the floor, chin lower. Wherever you are, take 2 deep breaths.
Now we're gonna slither ourselves to our belly. So take your time, try to connect everything slowly, sequentially, down to your belly, where you can rest your forehead on the back of your palms. And relax for 2 deep breaths. Right here on the floor, you're gonna imagine that you have one leg, like a mermaid tail, stuck together, glued to the floor. Make sure your legs are parallel and not like externally rotated like that. You wanna keep them nice and parallel. Our arms, they're gonna be up in front like this with your thumbs up. Then they're gonna be, so this is our I. Then we're gonna bring our arms to a Y position with thumbs up. And then we're gonna bring them to a T position with our thumbs up. So, move away from the wall. Your forehead's gonna be down for this whole thing. And I'm gonna be going, I, Y, T, 8 times. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna pulse up with thumbs up in our I, Y, T. Forehead stays on the floor, legs are glued to the floor, you have a mermaid tail. Let's do it. We have I, Y, T, and back to I, Y, T. Really squeeze your back muscles and breathe. I, Y, T. Back to I, Y, T. 4 more. Exhale, exhale, exhale. 2 more. Stay strong. Keep those thumbs up. Right next to your ears. Then the I, Y. Then the T. Last one. Here we go. I, Y, T. Oh my gosh, shoulders are definitely alive. Let's take a relax. 2 deep breaths, resting your forehead on the back of your palms. All right, we're gonna hover and float our upper body up in 4 different increments. So legs are still glued together. There, your mermaid tail stuck to the floor. We're gonna have our arms, palms right beside our face, and then have your chin out onto the floor. So you're gonna lift yourself up a little bit, and we'll stay and breathe for 8 counts. A little bit more, stay and breathe. Remember, you can squeeze your butt, pressing the legs down into the floor. 2 more times. Until we've reached our highest height. So don't waste it all at once. Find your little lifted position. Whoop. And then hover your hands and stay and breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your palms back down. Lift your chest and chin up just a little bit more. Remember, squeeze your butt if you can. Lift it up. Float your hands. Hover for 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Palms pressed down, chest and chin up higher. Squeeze your back muscles. Hover your hands and float. Look up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Here's our highest. Lift yourself up, your highest height. Your back muscles are squeezing together. Notice if your legs are like this. Bring them back together. Let go of your hands. Stay for 8, 7, 6. Look up. 5. Keep breathing. 4. Maybe higher. 3, 2. Higher still. Oh my gosh. Relax. Forehead rests on the back of your palms. Take 2 deep breaths. All right, legs are still glued together. You have your mermaid tail parallel, stuck to the floor. Bring your elbows bent, arms bent, right underneath your shoulders. And then make sure your arms are shoulder width with your palms pressing down into the floor. Sphinx pose. All right, take your deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze your glutes and pull your belly button deep toward your spine, pressing your hips down into the floor, feeling your low back elongate. Then take another deep breath in. On your exhale, pull your palms and your forearms down into the floor to kind of glide your chest forward, pinching your scapula back there together. And then take another deep breath in. This time on your exhale, you're going to lift your chin up to the sky. Stay pressing down to go up for another 2 deep breaths. And then we're going to elongate ourselves as we go down. So reaching your chin toward the corner or the opposite side of your mat, in front of you on the mat, as long as you can. You guys know what I mean. And then laying yourself on the floor. You can relax your forehead on the back of your palms and give your hips a little bit of a shake, right and left. Let that go. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. If you're not feeling a cobra pose, you can totally stay in the Sphinx pose, but that's our goal for this next one. So find your elbows again underneath your shoulders. Arms are shoulder width, legs are parallel, active. Here we go. Take your deep breath in. On your exhale, squeeze your butt, pull your belly button deep toward your spine, and feel your lower back kind of elongating. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, pull your palms, forearms onto the floor, stretching your chest forward a little bit, pinching your shoulder blades back there. And then finally, another deep breath in. This time on your exhale, you're going to push down with your palms, straightening your arms, maybe looking up to the sky. And then if you're feeling good, walking your hands closer, keep squeezing your butt closer, closer to your body. Hips can come off the floor. Take your 2 deep breaths, pulling your belly button deep toward your spine, looking up. Maybe you look for your feet behind you. Where's my feet? And then slowly elongating again, reaching your chin to that top of your mat. That's the correct term this time. As you lower yourself all the way to the floor. Whew. Forehead rests on the back of your palms. Shimmy and shake your hips right and left. Breathe. All right. This next one's gonna work our entire everything. It is called a basket toss. Let me get away from the wall. So, you're gonna imagine that you are tossing a basket into space with your arms and your legs at the same time. So, we're gonna do 10 of them. I'm gonna try to do them and talk at the same time. Though these are very challenging to do at the same time. But it looks like this. It's a fast up, so you're gonna toss the gift into the air and then you float down slowly. So you are toss and float. That's 1. So let's get to it. Remember, you're gonna squeeze your butt. This time you're gonna toss both your arms and legs, not just the arms are moving. So take your deep breath in. And then exhale, toss for 1. Float down. 2. Float down. 3. Float down. Look up. 4. Float down. 5. Float down. 6. Float down. Float down. 8. Float down. 2 more. 9. Float down. Last one. Whew. Float down. Excellent. I haven't done those in forever. Those are great. Shake it out. Relax. Take your deep breaths. Whew, do we have time? Oh my gosh, we have 3 minutes, but I really want to do these banana rocks. So we're gonna do them. So banana rocks are my favorite. You're gonna use your entire back. You can start from your Sphinx pose, or you can start from your camel pose, whatever feels comfortable for you. So starting from Sphinx pose, this is you. You take your deep breath in, and then on your exhale, you're gonna shoot your arms up by your ears and then kick your legs back and reach. And you're gonna try for 10. Kicking and reaching. If you would like to start from your cobra pose, I like it better because it gives me a little bit more oomph right from the start. You'd start from here. Again, you'd have to time it, kicking as soon as you release. So get to your starting position. We're gonna go for 10. Obviously just go for as many as you can. Here we go. Take your deep breath in.
Exhale and kick and reach.
For 10, 9, 8, arms for the ears, 7, whoo, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh my gosh, 1. I've traveled so far. Relax. Take your 2 deep breaths. Resting your forehead on the back of your palms so you can shake your hips right and left. Let it all go. That was awesome. All right, friends. Let's get back to our child's pose. How do we do that? We're going to slither. Bring your palms right beside your face. Keep your chin out, elbows come out. You're going to scoot your upper body back to lift your tailbone up just a little bit. And then stay. Relax. Take a deep breath. All right, then palms back on the floor. Energize those elbows. We're going to scooch back just a little bit again. Scooch and then relax. Take a deep breath. All right, if you got 2 more, let's do them. Here we go. Scooch. Relax. Deep breath. All right, if you've got 1 more, let's try it. Otherwise, go to your child's pose. Relax. Get to your child's pose. Take your 2 deep breaths. You can rock your hips right and left. You can rock your head right and left. Whatever feels good. Whew. Excellent work. And then we're going to roll up through our spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. All right, come to a seated position, long ways on your mat. Legs out in front, pike position. All right, since we did a lot for our back, let's do a little bit for our front here. Abs. Reach your fingertips toward your feet. Flex your feet toward your hands. Take a deep breath and lengthen your spine. Exhale, curve your spine. Chin falls into the chest, belly button is fine. You roll down without crashing for 8, 7, 6, 5. Making those adjustments. 4, all the way up. 3, 2, 1. Once you're all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. 1 hand on either knee, stir them around. Breathe. Reverse your circles. All right, and then we'll do a spinal twist. Keep that right knee bent, left leg falls down flat. Left hand goes on the outside of the right knee. Right arm out to the side. Cross your right leg to the left. Turn your head to the right. And then wring yourself out for 2 deep breaths. Roll yourself onto your back, both knees pull into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, right leg falls down flat, left leg stays bent. Right hand reaches on the outside of that left knee. Left arm falls to the left. Take your left leg to the right. Your hip can come off the floor, but leave those shoulders on the floor. Turn your head all the way to the left. Enjoy your spinal twist. 2 deep breaths. And then finally use your next exhale to lower yourself completely flat onto your back. And take a moment to let your body just chill out, allowing your limbs to fall wherever they like. Close your eyes. Start to breathe deeply up and down your spine. Maybe you imagine what your spine looks like inside of your body and how it's surrounded by all those muscles and everything, really, all of your internal organs. Maybe you imagine how we moved your internal organs around a little bit during class, how they're just now settling, maybe back to new places. And as you breathe, just kind of thank your body for doing all the things that it did to help you during class. Engaging the muscles of your back and shoulders and chest and hips to bend your body forward and backward. keeping your spine nice and healthy. And when you're done thanking your body, you can choose to remain here laying if that feels good for you, or if you'd like to do a giant sit-up, let's get up. Bring your legs close together, energize your legs, flexing your feet towards your face. Reach your arms up overhead by your ears, open your eyes, take your deep breath in. Exhale, you sit up. Excellent work. Well, that was quite a journey through our shoulders, chest, and back today. We did some exercises that I haven't done in quite a while. I hope you quite enjoyed them for your whole back. Lots of great active flex stuff to work on. What else? That's it. Thank you so much for working out with me.